On your side, follow up on a Jackson apartment complex that has become an eyesore and a hub for criminal activity. We first told you about Chapel Ridge Apartments more than 2 months ago. The complex does not have an owner or property manager, and the property has been declared a nuisance due to neglect. So what is the city doing to clean it up? 3 Your Side's Quentin Smith joins us from that complex with that answer. Quentin?
Well, Howard, this complex continues to cause problems both for city leaders and residents living here. And you're looking at one of the reasons why: overgrown grass. This grass has not been cut in months. But it's not just that. You also have empty and vacant apartments like the one you see here. You can see trash is scattered everywhere. Squatters have moved in, causing all of this. They're also stealing AC units, copper wire, and anything they can get their hands on. City leaders now searching for a new management company to come in and take over this property. And they're also considering whether or not they're going to board up the vacant apartments at this complex.
This condition is really, really bad.
As Councilman Vernon Hartley looks at the conditions at Chapel Ridge Apartments,
no one should live like this or in this condition.
He admits he's disturbed by what he sees.
This issue is to no fault of the residents. They were just abandoned.
See, the complex sits in his ward. If you drive onto the property, this is what you'll see: overgrown weeds, stolen electricity meters, and trash yet to be picked up. But the worst of it all is the empty units where squatters now live. We went inside one of the apartments. You can see trash and mold everywhere. The owner is behind bars after pleading guilty to wire fraud, and to make matters worse, the complex has not had a property manager for roughly 6 months. Hartley, now tired of the neglect, is working to do something about it.
If there are any rooms, apartments that are vacant, we need to board those up.
The councilman says the easiest solution is to have a company come in and manage the property. However, the city has not had any luck with that.
So far, the city of Jackson, have had 3 management companies that have stepped up, and they went out and looked, and they both, all 3 came back and said no, they didn't want to accept it.
Residents living at the complex did not want to speak on camera, but they did tell us some people living there are receiving assistance from HUD. They tell us HUD has now given those residents 60 to 120 days to find a new place to stay. In the meantime, Hartley now plans to craft a new ordinance to crack down on landlords and make sure something like this never happens again.
We are looking at making the penalty so severe that folks won't just walk away from their properties.
Now, the neglect at this complex goes beyond what the eye can see. Get this, the complex is behind on its water bill by more than $730,000. Councilman Hartley says the city is in talks right now with a nonprofit organization to come in and manage this property. Those talks are still underway right now as we speak. At this time, there's still no word on how soon it could be before the city comes in and boards up the empty units at the complex. We're live from Chapel Ridge Apartments. Quentin Smith, 3 on Your Side.